Hello everybody, just wanted to take some time to address a piece of information that someone has passed on to me that's been marked as urgent public notice re NAUresistance.org. This person that sent it to me is someone that's very interested or concerned about North American Union, and I thought I'd take some time just to go over this statement or public notice that was released by Kathleen Moore of Habeas Corpus, Canada. I'm going to read the actual public notice that she posted about NAUresistance.org, and I hope I haven't left anything out here. But I'm going to read as much of it to you as I possibly can in this short period of time. Starts off saying, I just discovered yesterday, the 6th of November 2011, that NAUresistance.org, whom I've long ago blocked in Facebook and in YouTube, has now stolen my identity and is using my name to set up forum accounts in which he posts material I would not post in places I would not post at all. I warned him months ago to get off my page after I found a video he made promoting Jack Layton for Prime Minister in the 2011 elections. The video featured Jack Layton pretending to call for petitions, referendums, and debate in Parliament on deep integration of Canada into the United States and Mexico. I had long ago made NAU Resistance aware that Layton is involved in the model Parliament for North America, and that his call for petitions, debate, and referendum is moreover misleading, a delaying tactic to hide high treason, which is not subject to debate, petition, or referendum. Layton's NDP is also Marxist, i.e. communist. Their hidden party constitution intends to abolish private property. Therefore, in 2011, NAUresistance.org deliberately a communist for Prime Minister, despite knowing that NDP are actively involved in annexing Canada into a communist regional union. NAU Resistance did not get off my pages. I therefore blocked him. He has shown contempt for me in the past, sometimes pretending publicly that he respects me, sometimes publicly insulting me in the most juvenile fashion. For example, when Facebook locked me out and I opened a second account in which a number of Arabs friended me, NAUresistance.org posted a smart aleck remark that I was a satanic figure surrounded by Islamic terrorists. NAUresistance.org pretends to respect me when it's convenient to him and insults me when it's convenient to him, whether publicly or privately. I endured his behavior past the point of patience because of the large number of Canadians he is attracting in Facebook and elsewhere, and I hope that at least I could steer the trend away from the illegal debate and referendums being demanded by him and his pals, whom the Marxist-Leninists actually follow around with a great deal of enthusiasm. NAUresistant.org's 2000 election video promoting the Marxist NDP and their closet support of the annexation of Canada was the last straw. I cut him off. That was back in June or July of 2011. Now I see he has ramped it up and actually stolen my name to open forum accounts in which he aligns me with issues and people with which I disagree, as they support and promote globalism and an elected UN assembly, i.e. world government. These people are essentially Terroristo Canada, Traitisto Canada, and in those KG forum posts he simultaneously uses me to promote himself and his own agenda, whatever that is. Shortly before I quit his group, Canadians Against the North American Union, I received a mass email from that group's administrator promoting anarchism. This is the kissing cousin to communism, and the communists and the anarchists work together. I also did some research which disclosed the Marxist-Leninists are following this guy and his group around and helping to publicize their scheduled events and are distributing the group's email. The first time I caught NAUresistance.org using my work, he had made a video of original research of mine, communicated to him in an email, and he published it under his own name. When I confronted him on it, he withdrew the video and added a little bit of someone else's work and then credited the two of us. I have stumbled over other videos he's made out of my emails, although I stopped writing to him a long time ago. I've told him to stop using my name, stop republishing my work, and stop making videos out of my emails. He simply ignores these demands, and now his pilfering has escalated to identity theft. He's opening accounts in my name, pretending I posted things. I have no choice but to publicly disavow this person who calls himself NAUresistance.org and whose actual name is apparently Mike Stafford from somewhere in Toronto. If anyone comes across posts in my name and you question whether I wrote them, write to me and I'll tell you. Thanks for your time, Kathleen Moore, Habeas Corpus Canada, the official legal challenge to North American Union. I guess this would be my official response to Kathleen Moore from Habeas Corpus Canada, whom I thought was a friend in the fight against North American Union. I came across Kathleen Moore's work when I started researching remedies for North American Union. I knew that protests weren't going to work. I knew that voting for the same old political parties wasn't going to work. And I went in search of what have people done in the past in Canadian history to fight a government that's clearly out of control. And that's how I stumbled upon Habeas Corpus Canada and the work of Kathleen Moore. I was excited to find that there was someone out there that was just as passionate about stopping the North American Union as I was, and I decided to befriend Kathleen Moore. After doing my own research and realizing that a lot of what she's saying is true and very useful in the fight against North American Union, I decided to take my support one step further and even go as far to send her money via donations on a PayPal link that she had on her website. After talking with Kathleen Moore for many months through email, I asked her if it would be okay to use her work to help try and get the word out, where she basically wrote and said, and I quote, "Using my work in articles, just acknowledge me or footnote me and give me the link to the original. I'm fine with that." So I didn't think it was a big deal to use Kathleen's work. Apparently she seemed to be okay with it, as she described in her email. And I tried to do my best to give her credit on the articles that I posted at NAUresistance.org and in the videos that I produced or mixed using some of her, what she claims is her work. I'm not the type of person that is overly concerned with giving credit where credit is due. I don't really get overly concerned when people use my work and don't give me credit. I do realize it's nice when people do it, but I don't put it out there for credit purposes. The information that I put out is strictly for informational purposes only, and was my idea to create a website where we could sort of pool all the information and research that's currently being done on North American Union into one convenient spot for Canadians to be able to access. That was the goal. My goal was not to create recognition for myself or the website or anybody else's work, simply to get the information out there. Our goal was not to make money from the website. It was not to attract any particular type of groups, be it communists, Marxists, anarchists, which is, in my opinion, very un-Canadian and is something that is not going to work under a Canadian system. And my readers and friends on Facebook and elsewhere know this because I've done many videos and made many comments denouncing communists and Marxists. The reason why I voted for NDP in the last election was because, like all Canadians, I was left with the choice between three shitty politicians. We have Harper, who has picked up the SPP framework and ran with it full steam ahead, and we have the Liberal Party, which signed the SPP agreements via Paul Martin. And then we had Jack Layton. At least Jack Layton, in my opinion, made an effort to state that he was against North American Union, or at least wanted to look into it further. The previous federal election to this one that just passed, the NDP even went as far to have a full-page spread on their stance on North American Union. So I thought, in the very least, out of these three shitty choices, the best person to strategically vote for would be Jack Layton, because at least he was the least experienced and perhaps may slow down the progression of the North American Union, or this deep integration that we seem to find ourselves being involved in. If only we could buy ourselves an extra 12 months to a year to get the word out on North American Union to Canadians. That was basically my goal with any type of what little support I gave to the NDP party. It's sad that Kathleen Moore has decided to take this stance and personally attack me and accuse me of hijacking her accounts or setting up fake accounts under her name, which is totally false and fabricated. I've never done that. I will never do that. I have no time or interest to do that. What I did have time and interest in doing was supporting Kathleen Moore and her work towards stopping North American Union. Plain and simple. I thought I was doing a good thing by helping to support her in whatever technical ways I could, as far as making a video or putting together an article for the website. I thought I was doing a good thing. Obviously, the people who are out there that sort of gather up most of the attention in towards North American Union, they seem to like to hold back information and to use it for their own personal gain, whereas my stance is this information should be put out as fast and quickly as possible for Canadians to consume, because we are being barraged daily by propaganda from the mainstream media and through disinformation campaigns. The number one goal of mine was to get the information out, not to steal anybody's work, not to impersonate them, which I have never done. I feel as though Kathleen Moore, and if you do some research into Habeas Corpus Canada, unfortunately, a lot of people have accused her of being psychopath. She has written to me numerous occasions stating that people are following her, people have tried to get her into cabs, that people down at the unemployment center are communists and threw her out for hacking into their computers to do NAU research instead of looking for a job. People at the food bank are onto her. People have broken into her apartment and stolen all of her computer data and all of her personal effects, slowing down her investigation or her legal case against North American Union. That was a lot to swallow for me. I had to put that aside and look at the information Kathleen Moore was putting out. And again, through my own personal research, I came to the conclusion that a lot of what she was putting out, regardless of the fact if people thought she was crazy or not, was in fact true. It's unfortunate, again, that I find myself having to defend against someone that I thought was on the same team. But I guess that's the way these things go. I have a feeling that perhaps she's not being truthful for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but something just doesn't feel right here. I apologize for any confusion that this has cost anybody that actually pays attention to what I do. I would hope that if you have been following along with the stuff that I do, you'll realize that a lot of these claims that she's making in this public notice are just not true at all. I do not support communism. I do not support Marxism. I don't feel as though they will work under our Canadian model, our Constitution, which people also that know my work know that I talk about that all the time. They see me denounce communism and anarchism constantly. Just wanted to get my thoughts out there. As far as the Facebook account thing, she was blocked from Facebook. Another, which I was a friend of, which she was blocked out of, and wrote me a message and told me that she was blocked out of. And then I noticed that another account appeared using the same profile picture as what she had on her last account, so naturally I went and checked it out. What I noticed when I checked it out was that it had about 15 friends that all appeared to be of Arab descent, which is no big deal. I have nothing against Arabs, but it was just an observation that I made that these 15 friends didn't seem to match the type of friends that she had on her other account, which I still had access to because I wasn't locked out of it, she was. And that's what got me curious, and I made a statement that I thought that her account had been hijacked by probably people that weren't really her friends and set up a fake account under her name. I don't have the technical ability to spoof accounts, and again, I have no interest. So, and again, these claims where I'm creating fake accounts under Kathleen Moore's name on Facebook and posting information by her, pretending to be her, are totally false, unfounded, untrue, and I think that they're a result of someone's overactive imagination that everybody is out to get her. It's a shame that she feels this way, because I certainly am not out to get her. I actually wanted to work with her and work with all kinds of people if their intentions are pure and they truly want to stop North American Union. I didn't those were the type of people that I wanted to try and network with and float ideas with and share information with, which is the name of the game for me. I hope if anybody has any questions in pertaining to this, please feel free to contact me. Again, it's a shame that I've had to waste your time explaining this, but I felt as though I should, because these are pretty serious allegations somebody is making against NAUresistance.org and I guess myself. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll stick with me, and let's continue and move forward to discover and share and network and get the information out to Canadians about North American Union, the Common Security Perimeter deal, the NAFTA Superhighway, and everything else that lends itself to that. Thanks for watching. Bye now.